It's very scary sometimes to have to speak to someone about who you are. And just being able to have that conversation and be candid about that changed everything.
Now we're at a moment in time where things are changing.
And we have finally united and found a voice that has given us the power to fight back.
Women are empowered to ask for more, and rightfully so.
We've come a long way, but there's so much that we could still change.
I think we have to be honest with ourselves about what that's going to take and how we're going to do it together.
I think we're moving way too slow.
There is almost now kind of a new wave of like having the token woman in the room. When you look at the stats and you realize that at the C level, only 23% of executives are women, that's a wake-up call.
There's a systematic issue that happens with women at the mid-tier level, because when women decide to start a family, the system doesn't support working moms.
Even though bigger moments of discrimination or challenges are being called out, I think there are a lot of subtle examples in the workplace of women feeling like they aren't being treated equally.
There are little subtle things that happen in a meeting, speaking over somebody and not, allowing them to have their voice, or, restating their idea and taking the credit for it. Those things still happen, and I think the way to solve that is through awareness and education.
I would love it if the industry would hold themselves accountable.
I would still love to see a lot more diversity in the areas where women become leaders.
Yes, there are women, but then there are women of color, women with disabilities, women who are mothers, women who are trans, women who are queer. And I think, how can we ensure that as we're addressing these issues, that it is being applied for all women?
As creative leaders, you've got to be looking at everything with an unbiased lens. And that's really hard to do when you're surrounded by everybody that looks like you.
I am Jessica Joseph of New York with family from Aruba, and, I speak 3 languages, and, I have all these different things about me that actually do color the work that I do. That's what makes diversity at the leadership level so extremely important, especially in this business where we're making decisions for people. We have to have those people in the room.
It's on us to create change today, and I think step one is having the conversations that we're having very publicly.
It's incredibly important that men are part of the conversation. It frankly can't be done without their partnership.
For me, it's having real, genuine conversations, being very specific about what the next steps should be, rather than I want it to change, like, what do you want to be different?
I particularly am very grateful for the community of women that I have here at Essence. If we want to know about equal pay, we want pads and tampons in the bathrooms, we're going to go and ask for it.
I put a stake in the ground by committing to 2025 being at gender balance at all leadership levels. I think we can do it because I see incredible talent who are at the VP level, the SVP level, and even the talent coming into the organization.
I think the floodgates are open, and I don't think that there's any stopping women.
I hope that when my children grow up and they're entering the workforce, that the label female doesn't come ahead of their title.
Don't let anyone get in the way of your dreams, because the system and some people inside of that system will fail you. And that doesn't mean that they're right.
When you see things that are not right and they feel a little funny to you, say something.
Being a leader doesn't mean waiting around for somebody else to take care of it. You have to be the change that you want to see.
I wish when I was younger I had focused my sights on being a CEO. And actually, I still might.